We see what you saying. We want to tell you what you saying because you telling us this some other pseudoscience shit, and we telling you we know what this is, and you don't want us to let you know what we know. You want to keep talking about some shit you believe versus architecture we're familiar with and we know about. And what I'm telling you is they build wells like this in the South, bro, with this same style right here.
Okay, yeah, that's what we get told. But what I'm trying to tell you is look at the little. Look at. Can I just finish?
Bro, you can't tell us that's what we told. My grandfather built his well under a tree.
Okay,
now let me
just say something.
So now you're gonna tell me I didn't witness what my grandfather did in front of me, motherfucker. Who the fuck?
Can I finish a sentence? Hey, you just told me
you're weird, dude.
I was in the middle of a sentence, bro. That's
nobody can tell me what the fuck
I was going to say.
My grandfather did.
Your grandfather's
great.
That's
what was told.
What I was
most of our grandfathers. Hey, listen, guys, because all of the old school wells that our forefathers built was made this same way. I'm about to start pulling them up. Watch. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm about to pull up.
Okay, so what I was going to say was, if you zoom in on the middle, that's what it used to look like. See how it's all pocket of survival? It's perfect. Now the ugliness around it, that's all been scorched, and that tall part of it, as you can see, it was almost melted to the point where you can't even distinguish it. If they keep going, that whole thing will eventually fall. But let's go to more because you got to see these pictures. You can't just go off of one person telling you.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's a well right there, though.
I know what they tell us. I know that, and they make a lot of new stuff in the same form because they're hiding the ancient past. Go to the next one. I want to show some real ones, some good shit. There's big ones.
Before we do that, I just got to do this just real quick.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what they do. It's crazy. They hide the ancient
y'all
past.
look at this right here, man, I swear they built these wells like that, y'all. Look.
Yeah, they do.
And so look, if the wells start to they can reinforce that shit like Larry was saying. Look, if you look at a lot of these buildings, bro, like this style of architecture, that's because listen, brother, don't try to filibuster. Whether it is or ain't, let me explain this style of architecture to you, because they still build the wells like this. This is what I'm telling you. Over time, heat makes shit expand. Those red bricks start to expand. No cap. And listen, so over time they gotta come with reinforcement architecture, and instead of them tearing that whole building down, making it with new bricks, they'll just build a whole nother layer on top of that building, like what we see right here, of concrete or bigger stones, and that'll, you know what I'm saying, preserve the architecture and structure of that building. It's like that's like an exoskeleton, if you will.
All right, that would make sense, but let's just go to the next one and see if we can find some more pockets of survival.
And they call that brick pointing also.
That's the name of it? All right, yeah, see? I knew it was a name for this style.
Go to the next one. That's all destruction right there. Go to the next one.
He keeps saying it's destruction.
Now, yeah, because it used to be perfect, but it looks, you can see up on top how it's off. That's because the heat hit it. Go to the next one. You're gonna see, man. I'm gonna help you.
You should talk about the fact that tree right there.
That's a tree.
That denotes how long ago it happened. But let's see some more.
Wait, that's a tree. No, we ain't gonna skip that. That's a tree. That ain't melted.
Can't skip past that.
Rock.
Yeah, that was interesting.
If y'all paid attention, at first there was a picture that was half of that, and he said that was the melting. He had the picture of the tree.
Bro.
It's a tree, my boy.
That exposed that shit, bro.
The tree, life always tries to happen. So what do you think? Okay, so you guys are arguing, but what do you say about the bricks up on top?
Hey, you know what's so crazy? Us pointing out the tree is actually helping you out, bro. Because guess what? If you can explain that tree, that's the miracle, nigga. Because guess what they were saying? Like, bro.
I did. Like, I said it denotes how old it is, how long ago it happened. It must have happened a long time ago for a whole tree to grow. But look at the bricks up on top. You see how messed up they are? You guys give me a good explanation for why those bricks on top got like that and why the bricks on the bottom are like that. Please, now, do it.
No, we're going to pretend.
Please, now, do it.
Look, y'all.
Oh, nigga, you said it was melted brick. Now, we see the whole picture.
I got
you. A tree now.
All right, go to the next one. I got you. Don't resist it. Stop resisting. You're gonna feel dumb if you keep resisting.
Nature's growing on on the cement.
Keep going.
That's how.
Yeah.
That's what happens right there when nature overthrows
it got
the
destroyed.
cement.
That's normal. That's
Sacred.
natural.
Hold up, Sacred. We trying to show you something. This is an Anchor Watt, what we showing you with the trio. This don't mean giants and it don't mean no crazy technology. But we showing you. But look, hold on. But look, we showing you right now structures that's just as old as these that should have been faced this same phenomena that these face, right?
They all got hit at different levels. They didn't destroy everything the same. So keep going. That's why I want you to see more. These are got destroyed too, and they got trees going on, and it's amazing. But what I want you to find is ones where there's half a build. What I want you to see are the ones where it's half a building and half of a fucking badass temple. That's where I want you to get to. You're not going to get to it unless you keep flipping through and start opening your mind.
Oh man, no, bro.
All right. I'm
closing my mind. I'm just playing, bro. But this is crazy, though. But yeah, let me go to another site, man.
It's one of the craziest things.
Here go one here.
So when did they
look at that
shit.
Look at that. That's a good example. If you zoom in on it, those doorways are not natural formations.
It's called a cliffside dwelling.
I know what you've been told, but what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God!
Well, I know what you've been told, but now try to see a difference.
You got special keywords and all that.
Exactly. This is a big field.
Right.
Like a
trained, my boy. He's been trained.
Life pocket.
He's been trained. You can tell.
It's a field. It's
all over the world. I can show you this same style. You thinking it's such a big phenomenon? I can go pull it up in other places, yo.
The reason we have language is because we've been looking at this for a long time.
Why can't you hear me out what I'm saying? Look what I'm showing you though, brother. Look, this is in Mali right here. This is what you showing me. You can't use my example for your example though, because I know how this was made. It was hollowed out by pygmy.
I know that's what they told you, but okay, see the rock above? How rude! How rude! How rude! See the rock
this dude is so mad that he wrong, bro. Y'all go ahead,
How rude that you don't let me even say nothing.
Go, man, bro. We letting you do the most of the talking.
Information and try to rearrange their shit to fit your shit.
Right.
No, I'm trying to tell you that you got lied to about what's going on here.
No, you got lied to.
I'm trying to make a point, bro. Do you want to learn about it?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how I know this ain't me getting lied to, because inside, listen, inside of these dwellings, they got altars, stairways, steps, little rooms, and all that.
And they lead into walls. They lead into the wall, and the wall is melting.
And let me tell you, no, the wall ain't melted. No, the wall. No, you're wrong, man. You're just wrong.
Some of these don't even have a room. It's just a window, bro.
You know what, brother? You know what, brother? You're wrong,
Explain
man.
that. Oh, no, I'm not.
You know what? You couldn't find these pictures without the Facebook group, but I can find them without your Facebook group, because this all over the world. That's what I'm telling you.
Exactly.
This is normal,
it was a civilization that spanned the entire world. It all got
give us
destroyed.
an example. As a matter of fact, give us a demonstration of what melting walls look like.
Well, okay. I'll give you one. You can look at video. You can look. Hey,
show us.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You can look at. I can't show you videos right now, but I can tell you.
No, we want you to do it. We want you to do it.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. You asked me a question.
Don't tell nobody to shut up.
I didn't tell you to shut up. I try to answer and you start talking over me.
No, I said no. What I said was you show it. Don't show me a video. Yo, you do it. Since you the teacher.
I will try to explain.
A disaster created a stairway.
See, but you can't let me talk long enough to fucking hear the answer. So when I first started, thank you, man. So when I first started looking into this, the guy made some really interesting videos showing stone.
Hey, you don't got to curse at us.
Oh, that's rude, man. Why can't you?
You don't have to curse at us. You cursing at us is rude.
Who's cursing?
That's what's rude.
So when I first started watching this, getting into this, the guy made a series of videos of what happens to brick or rock when it's heated up with extreme heats, and we're talking about temperatures above like 4,000 or 5,000. What happens is exactly what happens to these buildings. It starts to bubble up, and then it
bubbles up.
It turns into bubbles, and like the bricks.
Oh my God!
Hey man, hey.
No, go ahead, brother. Keep going. Ignore me.
Before you tell me that you don't know.
Ignore me. Just keep going, brother.
You don't know what a debate is, bro. So anyway, it starts to bubble up. It turns into like a balloon, and then eventually it will liquefy completely.
You're trying to make the claim that you was in the military. You weren't just from the military.
And then when you take the heat off, you know what happens to it? It hardens up and it looks. And then what happens to it when after you take the heat off, it looks like these stones. It turns into like hard rock. It turns from liquid to hard because
it does the swamp thing. It bubbles up
because temperature dictates states of matter, man.
This sound like
that's why
this sound like cooking crack. Let it bubble up and harden up and shit like that. That's kind of the same.
That's why you see it. That's why you see different things happening. The melted bricks does magic tricks. We say that too because it does. It has different things that it does. Keep looking. Watch the documentary. I'm trying to tell you. You guys are crazy, man. I'm a very intelligent person. Treating me like an idiot.
I can't believe he said we crazy.
When you watch
this.
He said we crazy.
Sacred. One of the problems is you're trying to say, this right here explains everything we see this way. And guess what? What you're doing is making it hard for any validation to be had because you saying this on everything. Nah, man. Just like old boy said, he seen this in his grandma's business. And
it's mind blowing.
Yo, it's
not to somebody who understand it.
Like it ain't blowing nobody's mind. What's mind blowing is you're getting upset that we won't just take what you're saying at face value.
Right.
This was mind blowing.
That's not upsetting me. What's upsetting me is not being allowed to finish a sentence. But what I'm letting you know is that
I was just talking and you didn't let me finish the sentence. Should I be upset? I'm not upset.
Okay, but what I'm letting you know that
I'm mind blown by that.
It's very simple. I used to think all the same things you think. Like these are rocks, these are mountains.
Here he go with the pandering.
I accept some of what you're saying about some of it may be explained by what you're saying. Some of it, not all of it, man.
If you let me finish the sentence, man. So I'm letting you know that I don't expect you to believe me or agree with me because it's mind blowing, and I would have never believed
it. Not completely. We will not accept what you're saying completely.
There's a but. You can't hear the but coming up, but. I will stand behind a statement to let you know that I do not see rocks. I know that they're not mountains or rocks no more. We're surrounded by the
everything was flat. Everything was just flat. And then somebody made something that he hit it and turned to a whole mountain.
I want to make a point, y'all.
I'll even take you to the next level.
Hey, bro, you got to keep it short though. It's a lot of people. That be the problem. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm almost.
Everybody want to talk, bro. So hold up a second. My point is this, y'all. It's mind blowing to him, just like my first time seeing this kind of architecture. I saw it on the West Coast first. You know, the West Coast got a lot of this because you got the mountains and shit, and they take advantage of that. And the key to architecture is to make your house flow directly into the mountain. That's if it's a part of the mountain. And if you can make it flow with the natural landscape as like it's part of the mountain, you doing the best architecture with this style. Now, that's what I know about the way that this style is sold. Now, this is what we call mountainside living, cliffside homes. Your money got to be right for you to do this because the cliff or the highest peaks in your region is like enjoyed by everybody, which is why when you go to the Dogon areas, when they built in these cliff sides, no one particular person owned that. It was like a community temple type where everybody can go, because I can't tell you can't go to a mountain. We just turned the mountain to a little, you know, we carved it out to make sort of space for living, like sort of this architecture here. This is called cliffside dwellings. And humans have chose to live like this for fucking ages, y'all. That's all I want to point out.
That's what they tell us, and I'm pointing out that I used to believe all that.
Ain't no one man on YouTube gonna make me stop believing that either, brother. So you and that guy can go to hell, because they shit make more sense.
What I was making a statement, and this is my last statement because I'm not gonna continue doing this. I'm just letting you know that I know all the stories that they've told us. But I've woken up to this. It's been 3 years now. You can keep showing the same picture, the modern day stuff that I'm not talking about if you want to.
I'm showing modern day and older. Here go the older forms of it right here.
I want to challenge something for you guys. And I want to make a challenge or a bet, whatever. Whoever is really adamant that that I'm an idiot, then just let's make a 1,000 nothings. Let's spend 1,000 nothings. Go watch the Tartary documentary and watch the whole thing till the end, and maybe even watch another one after that because you probably want to. After you
see, you know what, guys?
My challenge.
All of his shit is go watch instead of go think and go research. And then after you watch and it turned him into a nutcase. I hate to say it, this man's mind is gone.
And then after you watch it,
and it's a big group of people on YouTube that are nutcases, and they convince themselves of this fantasy world of giant trees and bricks bubbling up and then and hardening back up and shit like that. Now they can't reenact none of this stuff in the real world. It's all about belief, but we can't see it.
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.